Hi there, and welcome to the show. You're listening to another Effisode. Every other Tuesday, I release a short bit about whatever's going on in the Parks household or whatever's in my head at the time. It's a way for you to get to know me a little better in between my rare disease interviews. Presents. How in the world do you find presents when you have a rare disease kiddo? Well, that's actually for a different episode. Let's talk about presents for the parents, shall we? And speaking of rare disease kiddos, I'm currently sitting right next to my son Ford. Well, not him in the human form. You'd really hear that, trust me. But on a canvas. Let me tell you about my friend Patricia Welton. Patty Welton. I met her a few years ago, and she is the founder of one of the most amazing organizations called Beyond the Diagnosis. Beyond the Diagnosis works to unite art, to science, to inspire research and innovation. Families can go to her website and submit a few photos of their rare disease kiddo and the diagnosis. The Beyond the Diagnosis art exhibit focuses on the rare disease patient, and artists have donated their time and talents to paint rare disease patients for this groundbreaking exhibit. Each portrait represents a single rare disease, and the goal is to put a face to all rare diseases. This exhibit is traveling to medical schools around the globe, to hospitals, to research institutes, and even virtually, to remind everyone to look beyond the diagnosis and to the patient. If at some point your child is chosen to be represented in the exhibit, an artist donates their time and craft to the painting, and then it's a big surprise for you when it's all finished. Like I said, these paintings travel all over the world, and people get to see the faces of these gorgeous children and remember just that they're just children, not a disease on a paper or a gene on a report. But kids like Ford, with a mop of white curly hair and one wobbly eye. There's so much joy in these paintings, and they no doubt reach into the souls of onlookers and remind them what they're fighting for. I haven't had the chance to see Ford's portrait in person until now. Well, sort of. My pal, Daniel DeFabio, sent me like a 4-foot copy of this portrait for Christmas. The talented young woman named Kimberly Cusack painted Ford, and it's hard not to get lost in looking at it, even online. But in person, it's just as people described who've seen it. It's breathtaking. She got every little bit of him, including these lightning bolts that are in his ocean blue eyes. I had talked to Kimberly's mom after the painting was released, and she told me that the entire family would always go upstairs into Kimberly's room to go check on Ford, and that they loved having him as a part of the family while she was working on it. I thought about that story as I was looking at every stroke of paint on this beautiful portrait. It's one of the most special things I've ever owned. So thank you, Kimberly Cusack. Thank you, Patty Welton. And thank you, Daniel DeFabio and fam. You'll be seeing this background on all the Zoom calls moving forward in the new year. Be sure to check out beyondthediagnosis.org for your next event to host the exhibit or to submit your child's photo to hopefully be chosen to be a part of this gorgeous exhibit.